Hey everyone, it's Kenton Becker, American Pacific Mortgage. I'm here again with another weekly video tip for you. Now this week's tip, I want to talk about two really cool tools that I have available that you might want to take advantage of. Now both of these tools, one tool is called the cost of waiting. What that means is if you were to decide to buy a home now versus if you bought a home a year from now or 6 months from now or 2 years from now, what would that cost of waiting actually look like? What kind of appreciation might you miss out on? What could rates do in the future? Now, sometimes it's a bigger question than that. Sometimes the cost of waiting is not just measured in appreciation or interest rates. It might be also looking at your situation like, what do you need to do with your credit scores? What's the reason why you might be waiting? Do you need to save up more money for a down payment or paying off certain debts to qualify for more home? So there's a bigger picture than just, hey, I want to buy now, but I decide to wait a year. And so if you want to talk more about that, or you want me to run one of these reports, I have up on the screen here the report that kind of talks about comparing your loan today, if you were to buy today, versus waiting 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And it goes through a bunch of information, including the appreciation of the property, payments over time, and different analysis that you can kind of take a look at. So if you would like me to put together a cost of waiting analysis for you, I'd be happy to do that. The other tool that I want to share with you is buying now versus renting. I've talked about this before on previous video tips when it comes to some of the pros and cons of buying versus renting. This is a really cool tool that will basically put it into a screen exactly what you're paying in rent, what you could be paying on a mortgage, and how much that could cost you over a 5-year period, 10-year period. I can actually adjust this for however long you want me to adjust it for. So we can plug in your rent. We can plug in what an estimated monthly payment would be. We can even dial it down to tax advantages to owning a house versus continuing to rent. And you'll be able to see how much appreciation you could gain, how much gain you could do by buying a home. So you'll actually see on this chart, and it'll be customized to whatever you want me to customize it. You'll be able to see all of the costs, all of the gains from purchasing versus renting. Hey, you might find that renting right now in your current situation is a better way to go for you. Or you may find that you're missing out on a lot of potential equity, a lot of potential gains from owning a house. So again, let me know if you want me to run one of these rent versus buy scenarios for you. I'd be happy to plug in your numbers, and we can spend a 15-minute consultation just going through all the numbers, talking about what things look like for your specific situation. So here's a couple tools. Thanks so much for joining me on this weekly tip. We'll see you next time.